Welcome to CoachesAidcom, home of ASBN. We are here in sunny San Jose, California at Yerba Buena High School, where the Barnstormers will be taking on the Solano Hornets. Today, the Barnstormers are looking to continue their win streak to extend to 4 games, while the Solano Hornets are looking to end their losing streak of 2 games and get right back on track. Once again, we are here in San Jose, California, and we're hoping to see a great game, and we're here for some action at the Semi-Pro League football game. Once again, it's the Barnstormers versus the Hornets. I'm Paris Maxey, and we'll have the game for you coming back in soon.
And we're back here at CoachesAid.com. I'm Jordan Burns here with Paris Maxey, and this year here for the semi-professional game between the Barnstormers and the Hornets. Barnstormers are 3-0. Leading the league so far, and the Hornets are 2-1 coming off of a 2-game win streak. So Paris, I know you have some friends here on this team as well. So what have you been learning about more of these teams coming up for the last couple of weeks? This is week 4. So what have you seen over the progression of the last weeks?
Well, first and foremost, I'd just like to correct myself. The Solano Hornets are coming off a 2-game win streak. Earlier I mentioned they were on a 2-game losing streak. That's my mistake there. But from some of the Barnstormers that I have walked by out there on the field, they're ready to make some noise. I heard the coach yelling about a machine, getting the machine rolling today. So really we're going to see if they can get that going.
Yeah, coach for the Barnstormers is definitely very passionate about his team. I also heard him really getting this team riled up right before, so I'm expecting a great game.
Definitely, they're passionate, man. We're all the way at the top, and I heard him screaming about the machine all the way at the bottom, so he got me pumped.
Yeah, definitely everyone here in the stadium is pumped as this kickoff is starting, and this game is underway. And we're having a return past the 20-yard line, up and out of bounds, right past the 35. And the referees will mark him down at the 37-yard line to start the Barnstormers' first drive of the game.
You know, with those kickoffs, I always say that's a great way to start you off. You want to get out there and hit somebody, get some contact early. We saw a pancake already on one of the players and a nice little run back.
The referee is just placing the ball down on the field, and the Barnstormers and the Hornets are on the field ready to rock and roll. And they'll start with a run right up the middle for a gain of about 3 on the play. Running back there looked like it was number 20, big Derek Morrison.
I think that's our old friend Bowling Ball, correct? I think that's him.
Yes, that is our old friend Bowling Ball, Derek Morrison, 5'7", 210 pounds.
He's going to be getting a lot of work today.
And he takes another handoff, and he picks up the first down after a gain of about, looks like, I'm going to say 8 on the play.
Really right there, the Barnstormers are getting the game rolling with the running game. Looks like they want to, dictate the clock, control the ball.
So after that run, 1st and 10, and they drop back to pass. Then he makes a good move, and he takes off running, picks up the first down, and is out of bounds. Is the quarterback number 14 for the Barnstormers, Corey Murphy. I have yet to see him play, so this will be an exciting game.
Yeah, great field awareness with that pump fake and tucking and running, and then a way to get out of bounds early and get as much as possible. The good quarterbacks know how to not get hit when they're going and running.
And another run up the middle and some moves there, and he picks up about, let's say, 7 there on the play.
You have to get me right here. You can't tell me the Solano Hornets don't look like a semi-pro version of the Oregon Ducks right now with their helmets.
And I was thinking you can see number 12 there on the defensive line. He has the stripes. It kind of reminds me of the throwback jersey for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, yeah, those socks, boy, oh boy.
And that run on the outside by number 1 of the Barnstormers. That is Eli Dupree. And he picks up the first down for the Barnstormers.
The Hornets earlier are going to have to figure out this running game because you don't want to let the Barnstormers start rolling throughout the whole game. You're going to have to eventually stop it. But right now it's a feeler moment for both teams. They're feeling out what each team is going to do. But it's all about punching it in at the end.
And the Barnstormers are doing a good job of moving the ball down the field. And as I was saying that, the flag comes out. And it's going to be called on the defense. And they'll move the change 5 yards after the penalty. Player in motion. Hands it off in the delayed draw to number 20, Derek Morrison, up the middle. And he picks up 5 on the play and the first down.
With all the running going on, you want to watch out for the play action. I know they're isolating number 4 on the far side. That's always a great option.
And again to the running back. Number 1, he tries to find some space, but is taken down after a big gain of about 9 there on the play. Just short of the first down, and that'll be second down and almost inches.
Oh.
And again, up the middle to a running back. And he dives into the end zone. Are they going to call it a touchdown?
That's exactly what you want to see. You want to go down, use the clock, run the ball, keep the ball moving, no stops. That's great job by the Barnstormers in the beginning right now.
It's not often you see in this league that teams do score on their opening drive, but the Barnstormers, they definitely have been running up the scoreboard all the last 3 weeks, so I'm not surprised right now. I mean, they're looking definitely like a well-oiled machine.
Exactly,
they're
field. Being very efficient, even down to the field goal kicker right now, who's 100% on the year with his field goals.
And the extra point is good. And that is 7 points on the board early for the Barnstormers.
Keeping the streak alive. I love it. I love it. You might want to try out for the Kyle Bears because I hear they're looking for a kicker on their tryouts right now.
And after that impressive play, we're actually going to watch a replay of that touchdown. He runs through that big hole, and he just dives over a defender and into the end zone for the touchdown. First touchdown of the game, and the Barnstormers already have 7 on the board.
No matter what they got to do, over the top, through the left, through the middle, up and under, it doesn't matter. Got to get that touchdown, cap it off. What a great first drive.
The Hornets are getting ready now in their kickoff return formation, ready to start their first drive and retaliate against that opening 7 points for the Barnstormers.
Don't want to get put in a hole in the very beginning. Got to retaliate, show some movement of the ball, put some points on the board.
Yes, points on the board. That is the name of the game. You need points to win, so the Barnstormers have definitely not been shy of points this season.
Definitely. The great ones can score more points than the other team to win.
So the Barnstormers are ready to get this one underway with number 10, Danny Betancourt, ready to boot this one down the field. And it's off. They're going to be fielded by number 0.
Whoa.
And he finds some space. Nice little move there, and he is tackled past the 25-yard line. And the referee is going to mark him down at the 27 for their opening drive.
Great open field tackle by number 2, but I'd tell you, if he didn't make that tackle, the Hornets might have been talking about 6 points already. Very interested to see what the Hornets do on their first possession. If they're going to be out there running and try to match the Barnstormers' running game, or if they're going to go out there and throw the ball around.
And the Hornets are out for their offensive drive. 2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback as he takes the snap and he hands it up the middle. And he is met for a gain of about 3 there on the play. Mark him down to the 30-yard line. Hornets come to the line in the I formation, looking like a run play, and he is taken down in the backfield. What a play there by number 92 from the Barnstormers. That is Kenneth Hightower.
Way to sniff it out. Shoot the gap, complete the tackle. That's the biggest important thing right now. It's not just getting back there, it's actually, you know, bringing down the ball carrier. Now, right now, it's a very influential drive. 3rd down. Hard possession. They need to convert this first down, or the Barnstormers going to look to get things rolling.
That name, Kenneth Hightower, actually sounds familiar to me. I think I broadcasted a game last year when he was on. He wasn't on the Barnstormers. I think he was on the Pride.
Oh, the San Marin Pride? Yeah, okay.
Last year when they played the San Jose 49ers.
Well, you know that's what it's all about in football. Great pickups. You got to find those diamonds in the rough, so to speak.
He is definitely a diamond in the rough. 6'8", 360 pounds. He is a beast. He destroys up at the middle of the defensive line.
Yeah. As a defensive line, you got to eat up blockers. That's the whole key. You eat up blockers on the D line, so your linebackers can get there and get the tackle.
And early on in this game, we have an injury there down on the field.
Something you never want to see, which is unfortunate.
And he's looking like it's going to be slow to get up. So I think at this time it's going to be good to take a quick break here at Coach's Aid. You're watching CDFL on CoachesAid.com.
Yes! 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 We did it! Yes, we did! Yeah, see you, bud. Later.
Honey, who was that?
Who, that guy? I don't know.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
And we're back here at CoachesAid.com in San Jose, California, where our man number 8 for the Hornets is just able to walk off the field. I think we're going to do a quick replay of the play and see what happened. Takes the snap, and he just gets swallowed up by his lineman and the defensive line. Definitely not what we want to see, especially because that is the quarterback.
Yeah, and actually he's been doing well. He only had 1 game, 1 start, but last game he was 11 for 19 for 112. You know, you don't want to see that, especially if you get things rolling with a new quarterback. You want to give him a chance to go out there and make something happen.
Yeah, and after that play, it'll bring up 4th down and long for the Hornets, and they're going to be forced to punt this one and figure out their next plan of attack for a quarterback coming into their next drive.
All right, here's number 23, the gentleman that talked to me while I was walking up the sideline, Kenny Strickland. Let's see what he does. I just know he's happy that we got his name right. I know there's a little mix-up with the jerseys, but hey, you get this touchdown, we'll always get your name right. So
Paris is expecting an impressive return. Let's see how he does. So the kick is up short, and it's just going to not go to Strickland.
Oh, 1 block. You got to get out there and block.
Tries to hurdle a defender, but is taken down at the legs. And he doesn't get taken down, but he gets pulled out of bounds, and that is Number 26 for the Barnstormers, Jerry Barnes.
You love to see that. Don't go down. Keep fighting. Your teammates love you. You get your team pumped up, and that's what you want. Keep going. Talk about an energy boost for the sideline. Right next to your sideline, you stay up. You don't get taken down. A little extracurricular activities, but hey, it's football.
And that return will bring him out past the 50-yard line into Hornets territory at the Hornets 48-yard line, which is perfect place for this Barnstormers offense with their ground and pound first moves. So, gonna drop back to pass.
Oh, deep pass. Oh,
and it is
defense.
broken up on the sideline by a Hornets defender. Can't see his number from where I am sitting, but if I can find it, I will let you guys know who that was.
With defense like that, we'll figure out who he is. Right there, the wide receiver wants to come back, attack the ball at the apex, and go get it, but the defender didn't let him. Great defense right there. Way to knock the ball down. Don't put it in play.
So after that incompletion, is going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Barnstormers.
I like the shot downfield. Keep the defense guessing on what you're going to do. Can't run it every down.
Murphy in the shotgun, and he hands it off to Morrison. And he just picks up about 2 there on the play, and that'll mark their team down out the 45-yard line.
Finally, some energy from the Hornets right there. Gang tackling, group tackling, those are the best things. It lets your team know that you guys are all in it. You guys are a team. You're here to play.
So after that run, be 3rd down and 8 for the Barnstormers. Player in motion. Quarterback sneak up the middle, and he picks up the 1st down.
I know as a coach, you love to see the 1st down, but you love to see your quarterback slide. You never want to see him take a hit. In the NFL, is your franchise guy. You don't want your franchise guy out there taking hits from any level.
And they're going to go right back at it with a run up the middle to Morrison, and he picks up what looks like 8 yards on the play.
My man Bowling Ball's back at it again, rolling over those pins called the Hornets.
And that'll bring up 2nd down and 2 for the Barnstormers as they trot down the field, inching towards the end zone. Up the middle by 1.
He's
to the
out.
outside. Finds a crease, breaks a tackle.
Oh, he's still going. He's still moving.
And is taken down inside the 10-yard line of the Hornets.
I love it. I love it. The wide receivers out there blocking. Number 1 is still moving, still got it. It's a nice change of pace. You know, you bring in the bowling ball, slow it down, rough and tumble. Then you bring in your speed guy to hit that outside corner and get to the end zone.
And that is Dupree Ellie there on the run. And they set up for 1st down and goal. Let's get a replay of that impressive run. Bounces that outside, breaks a tackle, and is taken down inside the 10-yard line. We got a pass here, and it went out of bounds.
Right now, some great play calling being done by the Barnstormers. A mix-up of run and pass, run and pass. I like what they're doing. They're keeping the defense off balance. Let's see if they can punch it in right here. Nice stack formation. Usually in this formation, you see a lot of crossing routes to get the defense mixed up so you can get your wide receiver open. Let's see if they throw it.
Handoff up the middle.
Oh,
and it's a touchdown.
Untouched,
For the
untouched.
Barnstormers, running back on the play was number 7, Adam Ramos, excuse me.
Yeah, you never want to see that as a defense. You don't want to see a guy go untouched, but that just means it was great blocking. Or missed execution on the defense, but right there, the Barnstormers running once again and scoring.
And the Barnstormers are not letting up with another touchdown. So they're 1 for 1. Excuse me, 2 for 2. There we go. That's what I was looking for. On there's touchdowns per drive.
Yeah, we all might get mixed up. Those same running plays look like a mirror of each other, so it's hard to remember. I gotcha. I'm with you. We're 2 for 2.
2 for 2. And 2 for 2 on the extra points. So they'll take a lead of 14. And let's get a replay of that touchdown. And it's just up the middle, untouched, into the end zone.
Partying the Red Sea, huh?
That was a great play by the running back, but our big man, number 74, was in on that one, making some holes there. 6'4", 460 pounds. Northern State University.
I mean, by the time you get around him, the little running back might be gone by then. So
exactly.
You got to pick your poison. Pick a side, stick with it, and hope the running back's coming that way. I really hope we see the quarterback for the Hornets come back on the field. You never want to see someone get injured, especially early in the game. You want to see him come back, show what he can do.
And after that touchdown by the Barnstormers, the Hornets are ready to return and try to get back into this game. And we just got word that quarterback John L. Corbin will be returning to this game, this drive.
That's always great. We see him on the sideline throwing some passes, warming up. Always a great sight to see. We love football the right way and everyone being healthy.
And the Hornets return it, get it past the 20. He tries to get a couple more yards there, but is taken down at the 25-yard line. And that is where the Hornets will start their next drive. So Paris, we've watched the Barnstormers week after week, and we've kind of dissected this defense a little bit. I think we've come used to how they run their offense, how they run their defense. What do you think this Hornets team going to have to do to score on this drive?
Well, really, it's just about building up a momentum. It always starts with getting that first down. You got to get that out the way. Everyone's nerves is going. We're starting off the game. You want to see what each team is feeling. We're all filling out each other. Get that first down, and then you get into your offense, and then you can run the things you usually do in practice. We all come in here prepared for something, but you got to be able to execute.
And a handoff to the outside. Makes a move and is tackled after a gain of about 4.
See right there, I like that. Great run. Get your yards. Keep going. But once again, it's all about getting that first down. They got those same amount of yards last series, but they had to end up punting. Let's see if they get a first down, get things rolling.
Yeah, the old saying, slow and steady wins the race. Yeah. Play the time of possession game. Get the first downs, move the ball down the field, and tire defenses out.
Exactly. That wily old turtle, huh?
To the outside, and he is just hit by a wall of Barnstormers for a gain of maybe 1 on the play. And after that short gain, it's going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Hornets, and they are definitely needing a first down on this drive.
Let's see if they test out the corners of the Barnstormers. We really haven't got a chance to see if they can really defend. We've been running the ball, still filling out each other, but I think this would be a good time to test them out. Might get a big play from it. Oh, you never want to see that.
And the flag came out, and looks like it's a false start on the offense, and that'll set them back.
Right there as a wide receiver, you always thought, look for the ball. You don't want to listen for the count. You always look for the ball.
And after a very manageable 3rd down and 4, and after that penalty, having to get pushed back another 5 yards, making it 3rd down and 9, you're going to have to see a pass here from the Hornets. And it looks like another false start on the offense.
You know, for a second, I thought they might have called encroachment because it looked like number 22 got the defense to rise up. It wasn't going to be a smart play by the right guard on that play, but I guess the referee saw different.
I don't think he was trying to pull the tackle offside, so that was a great defensive play, and I feel like that's something that the Barnstormers are really good at, is the intimidation there on the front 7, and they can definitely draw offensive linemen offsides, even wide receivers I've seen.
We went from very manageable to very difficult, and the frustration are showing on some of the Hornets right now players.
And it looks like for a 3rd play in a row, the Hornets will get a penalty. And that is another 5 yards.
Marching back. You don't want to see that, especially on 3rd down.
And the Hornets early on in this game are shooting themselves in the foot with these penalties.
I'm real interested in seeing, and on the pro level, they usually run the ball, do a quick little screen, get the couple of yards and punt. But at this level, I wonder if we will see the ball get aired out just to test out the defense and see where they're at mentally.
At least hopefully get aired out before they hit into their own end zone with these penalties.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And they finally get a playoff, go for a pass.
There's your
hurls
lob.
that one up the field, and it is intercepted. No one there.
Oh, he might be out. You got to get blocking right here. A good tackle by the wide receiver right there. That's where everyone on each side switches. Offense turns to defense. Defense turns to offense. You got to be able to play both sides when the interceptions like that happen.
And that interception on the Barnstormer side was from Chi Madu, number 11.
But really, it's a great job for the Barnstormers to get that interception. But once again, that was something like a punt.
And let's watch that play over again. Just no one around. All it was a team of Barnstormers. And he takes it for a good pickup, and the Barnstormers do get incredible field position coming onto this drive. And they're going to drop back and pass.
Oh, screen pass.
Finds Derek Morrison for the screen. No gain on the play as he is taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, some extracurriculars right there.
And the frustration is already getting to the Hornets, it looks like. Up here in the press box, I can hear a lot of screaming from down there on the field.
I hear a lot of extra other stuff too besides screaming.
Yeah, it's hard to decipher what they're saying, but whatever it is, it's probably not nice.
Exactly. But hey, the best way to combat talking trash and stuff like that is to put points on the board.
And that'll be a personal foul on the Hornets. And that'll move the line of scrimmage up.
Hornets are going to have to change the field for themselves right now. The Barnstormers are setting up shop. They're staying on this side of the 50 the entire game. I haven't seen the other side in a while.
And I personally didn't know what the penalty was other than personal foul, but they moved the ball up 15 yards, and that's the new set of downs for the Barnstormers inside the 20-yard line. And that is definitely a big, big penalty on the Hornets. Quarterback trying to find some time, throws it up, and out of bounds. Good awareness there by the quarterback, not taking the sack.
Exactly. But really, with number 14 right there, you got to have a play clock in your head, know when it's time to take off or throw the ball away. I'm telling you, you don't want to be close to catching one of those blindside hits.
As good as Corey Murphy looks in the pocket, he hasn't completed a pass yet, but his running stats are fantastic for a quarterback. He has 2 rushes already, 1 for 10 yards and 1 for 7 yards. So he is totaling at 17 yards as the quarterback, which is definitely impressive. Tosses
nice
it.
Pitch.
And he's still on his feet and is taken down after a pickup of, looks like about 5 there on the play.
Way to get upfield. And those little things, you know, you could be caught in the backfield, but your job is to go forward. You can't go east and west every time, north and south. I'm sure the Hornets are well aware of the running game of the Barnstormers, and they're going to be stacking the box soon, stopping that.
So after that run, he'll pick up 3rd down and 5 for the Barnstormers, and I'm hoping to see a pass here and a completion. And a flag before the play could even start. And it's going to be a false start on the offense. And that's going to move him back 5 yards, bringing up 3rd down and 10 for the Barnstormers inside the Hornets' 20-yard line. And it's a pass, and it's incomplete into triple coverage.
I see the Hornets are sniffing out that play call. I thought they might have got the defensive line on offsides right there, because it seems like he's jumping for that ball every time the wide receiver crosses over, but they let him play on, and good job.
Well, an impressive stand there by the Hornets defense, and the Barnstormers are going to be forced to kick a field goal.
Here we go. 100% on the year, still trying to keep that streak alive. I don't believe in jinxes, that's why I keep reminding it. We'll see what he does this time.
Getting ready for what's to be a 36-yard field goal. And it's up and through the uprights, and it's good. And that's another 3 points on the board for the Barnstormers, patting on their lead to 17-0.
I like it. I like it. 3 facets of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. Definitely not too late for the Hornets to come back.
A minute 20 left in the first quarter. And the Barnstormers are already up 2 scores and a field goal. This is a 3-possession game already.
Yeah, but once again, it's never too late. It's 4-quarter football, and the Barnstormers need to be aware of that, and I'm sure the Hornets know that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the Barnstormers are getting too cocky there out on the field. They're just playing football the way they've been playing it all season, just moving the ball down the field and getting the scores.
But I look right here for the Hornets to answer back. 3rd time's a charm, as they say.
And he muffs it in the end zone, and he takes it out and is tackled down inside the 10-yard line, and that is not a place you want to start it.
Field position. You got to be able to field that ball or just let it go in the end zone and get started at the 20.
Yeah, that was a big mistake trying to catch it with one hand.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
You're gonna walk off the field pretty disappointed in yourself after that one. That was a
really,
rookie mistake.
Being down 17, you want to start off with a great field position and get your thing rolling. And it comes from all parts and everybody on the team.
Yeah, that's when you want to swing your arm for the fair catch.
Exactly, exactly.
Now your team has to come out here against a dominant defense with first down and 10 on your own 10-yard line with 1:11 left in a quarter and make it all the way down the field. And it already looks like there's a flag in the backfield after a false start that's going to drop them back another 5 yards. And they're going to have to definitely start this drive at a disadvantage with only being on their own 5-yard line and having to get 15 yards for a first. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a safety here on this play. And they run it for a gain of 1. And that doesn't make much of a dent into your 15 yards to go.
Yeah, exactly.
But
what you want to do is you got to give yourself space to operate, and that's what that run was all about, giving yourself space. The offensive line is going to have to get a bigger push on this big defensive line. Like you mentioned, Hightower before, he's eating up the blockers with his size right now.
Yeah, Kenneth Hightower is definitely a big addition to this defense that was already dominant. He's just a beast. I wouldn't want to be up against him. 6'8", 360 pounds. That's a monster.
That's a big boy.
And they pass it, and it's complete.
I like that. Looks like the refs are blowing that dead. But once again, I feel like it's the NFL rule that the completed catch is so iffy nowadays on all levels. You never know what the refs are going to call. You want them to be consistent. That's the key. But in that instance, really, if you can't see it, it's got to be a catch.
Yeah.
Let the ref that's on that side make the call.
And his call was incomplete, so that'll bring up third down and extra long for the Hornets. He drops back, passes, finds the receiver, but it falls incomplete, not able to make the catch. Is number 6.
You got to catch those for your quarterback. Got to make it easy on them.
Galbraith the third.
Great play call, great route, good throw, but you got to catch the ball. That would have been a first down, would have kept this thing going, would have gave the Hornets some momentum.
And those are mistakes you don't want to see, especially now having to punt it inside your own 10-yard line. And we've already seen with this impressive Barnstormers return team, it's just going to set them up for an incredible field position and most likely another score.
Yeah, what's really interesting is, are we really seeing the Barnstormers stop the Hornets, or the Hornets stop themselves at this point in time?
Yeah, exactly. All these penalties is really what's killing the Hornets here.
And what's funny is, in their last game, they were 34-6. They know how to score. Just got to remember it right now.
Referees look like they're getting together to have a quick chat. And there's some confusion down on the field. Hard to just tell what's going on in the field. And it looks like they're just getting ready to go. The
Maybe I think it was just ball placement. Which hash marks are you going to put the ball at? Little things.
And both teams are on the field. Punt return is out. Punt team is out as well. Punt is up, and it is high and short. And it takes a Hornet bounce.
Oh! I believe that ball was in play. You got to capitalize on that. The Barnstormers touched that ball. I believe that should be the Hornets ball right then and there.
And we'll see what the refs call it. But it looks like the Barnstormers offense is coming out onto the field. So they'll get this one 1st and 10 with incredible field position.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You got to capitalize on mistakes.
So number 14, Corey Murphy, takes his team out onto the field, and he takes the snap, and he tosses it up the middle, and it was a run by our friend number 20, Derek Morrison.
Way to finish off the run, turn off field, but I like the way the Hornets out there open field tackling.
And after that play, it'll end the first quarter.
Hey, we're going down to the other side of the field finally. I'm excited.
The other side of the field gets some love now.
Man, that grass has not been touched all day long.
And while these teams get ready, we're going to take a quick break here at CoachesAid.com. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Yerba Buena High School in San Jose, California for the Barnstormers against the Hornets. Barnstormers are in possession of the ball, leading 17-0. Take the snap from the shotgun, tries to get a completion, and he just walks right into the end zone.
What a great wheel route and execution right there. Had the defense looking for the run, had the wide receiver coming across the middle in motion, go around, stay on the sideline, catch the ball, and dive in the end zone.
And the receiver on that play looked like number 3, Omari Carr, with his first reception of the game.
Great to see the Barnstormers can air it out and not just run the ball.
And again, the Barnstormers put up 6 points and are just dominating the scoreboard so far as they try to put another point up on the board to make it 24, and they get it. Good. Score is 24-0, Barnstormers.
At this point in time, as a Hornets player, you just want to go out there and get some points on the board. You want to show some sign of execution. It starts off right here with this kick return. You want to get good field position. I know as a coach, you want to go out there and tell them, we can't make a mistake here. It all starts with this special teams, and then it goes from there.
And speaking of special teams, the Hornets are going to come out to return. And this is definitely going to hopefully do a better job this time than he did last drive. It's all about smart play here on out for the Hornets when they are down 24 points.
Right now, looking for great blocking, a nice kick return, something above the 20.
And we apologize for losing connection there for a few minutes. I don't know what part we left off, so I'm just going to give you guys a quick update of the game so far. Where Barnstormers are up 24-0, and the Hornets are in possession of the ball, and it is 14:52 left in the half. The second quarter just got underway, and again we apologize for the delay.
Right there on that kickoff return, we saw another bit of a mistake by the Hornets. It's okay, but right there you want to let that ball go out of bounds so you can get those extra yards for the penalty. catching the ball on the sideline and then going down is not going to help this team right now with field position, which seems to be the issue at this point.
So the Hornets will start out this drive 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line in the I formation. That means a run, and he breaks free and is tackled down after a gain of what looks like 4 on the play.
Nice little simple I formation right there, running up to the right side, getting your team involved. But what I have noticed is that the Hornets wide receivers are substantially bigger than the Barnstormers cornerbacks, DBs. Let's see them throw the ball over the top, get something there. If they don't have the speed, do a possession game.
Yeah, we've been definitely talking about win the time of possession in this game, tire Barnstormers defense out, and that's really the Hornets' only shot here on this drive. And they try to run it again up the middle, but he is hit by the entire defensive line of the Barnstormers for a gain of what looks like 1 or 2 on the play.
Hey, with those stand-up tackles, you love to see your lineman players get behind your team and push that pile forward. You never know how much extra yards you can get. NFL, they do it all the time. People sometimes break out of those for major yards. You want to see your team really involved in stuff like that.
And after that run up the middle, it's going to pick up at 3rd down. Drops back to pass, and he gets the completion.
There we go. There we go. That's what we're talking. That's what we've been waiting for, right, Jordan?
Down. That is exactly what we've been waiting for. Some passes and some movement down the field by the Hornets.
Simple pitch and catch to number 9. A nice little comeback route. Something simple. Get things rolling. I'm sure number 9's happy he's got the ball.
Yeah, so from here in the press booth, we've been saying, pass the ball, Hornets. So we need to see.
Exactly. Number 9, DeAndre Turner. I'm sure he's happy and asking for some more of that.
Back to pass. And not enough concentration by the wide receiver, and he drops the ball right between his hands.
And right there in that situation, as a DB, you do want to turn your head so you can locate the ball. Great play without looking, but still, that can easily be called a penalty right then and there. And the wide receiver right there, you got to fight for that ball. I like the play call. A little bit more effort would have been nice.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he was really expecting to get the ball in that play. He was in pretty tight coverage.
Definitely. But, hey, as a wide receiver, you got to win the one-on-one coverage, because if you're not winning the one-on-one coverage, you shouldn't be a wide receiver.
Exactly. So after that incompletion, it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Hornets, and I think we're going to see another pass.
Oh.
And it was a run by number 32. That is Tyree Drayton.
I like it. A nice little offset run back, cutback by the Tyree Drayton. That's what you want to see. You don't mix it up. Keep this defense guessing.
So 3rd down and 5 for the Hornets as they look to convert.
Important down right here. Let's see if they can convert again. They've been doing well so far, but you got to keep the engine running. Oh,
and
great catch.
Catch there by number 9, DeAndre Turner.
There you go again, throwing the ball up to your taller wide receiver, having him go up and get it and make something happen. Feed the big fella.
And that is what we have to see from the Hornets, moving down the field inch by inch, just getting right past the 1st down marker.
I'm sure the Barnstormers are well aware that both 3rd down conversions that went to number 9, they're going to be looking on it. That's when you hit them with the pump and go, and then go downfield and hit them with something. But I like the way they're airing it out so far.
And the run up the middle by number 24. That is Marcel Dune. And he picks up 2 there on the play.
Very simple play calling by the Hornets. No trickeration, no extra stuff right now. Simple football. Run the ball, pitch and catch. Run the ball, pitch and catch.
Drops back to pass, and it looks like it fell short, and it's going to be incomplete, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Hornets, hoping for another conversion. But this time they got to go a little bit farther than they're used to on these pass plays.
Exactly. Don't really like that play call or that throw right there. It was a tight window. He threw it low and away, what you're supposed to do in that situation, but still kind of a gamble. But hey, at this point in time with the score the way it is, you got to kind of gamble with some of your play calling. Let's see the Barnstormers key on number 9 right now. Like you said, a little bit longer on 3rd down conversion, but he's been getting it. Oh, working hard. Let's see if they give it to him. Love to see that effort.
Through some tackles and see where the referees are going to mark him down. And it looks like it is going to be past the 1st down marker. And that's going to move the chains.
Number 9 is eating right now. 3rd downs is his favorite down. They're getting him the ball. The defense knows it, and he's still converting those 1st down.
Yeah, the Hornets are doing a great job on this drive. They've definitely found their rhythm finally in this game with just over 9 minutes and 40 seconds left in this half. And the Hornets, they're definitely going to need to score at least something on this drive to keep some momentum going and the confidence coming into the rest of this game. The run up the middle, and he drags the tackler with him after a pickup of 3 there on the play.
And once again, I completely agree with you. You have to come away with some points right here on this series because you worked so hard, you converted multiple 3rd downs. It would be a shame to come with no points, and it could hurt the mentality of the team.
Definitely, it's going to be a big fight for momentum coming into the half. So after that run, 2nd down and 7 as the Hornets trot down this field.
Oh, you don't want to see that. Throwing off your back foot. As a quarterback, you can't do that. You got to just throw the ball away. You don't, especially not throwing it down the middle of the field.
And that was our friend Hightower getting into the face of the quarterback to force that incompletion.
But with that music playing, it must be the Barnstormers and their cheerleaders again. One of the only few teams with cheerleaders.
Well, they deserve it, being 3-0 this season and definitely dominated in this game so far.
I guess when you're playing well, you get cheerleaders.
And let's get a replay of that interception. You see big number 92 Hightower coming in, and nothing to do but throw that ball away.
Right now, the Barnstormers know that the Hornets didn't come up with any points. They're probably a little bit down to all those 3rd downs they completed. If they score right now, that might change the complexity of the game to where it's going to become the Hornets playing against themselves and needed to see if they can find it within themselves to score finally.
And handoff up the middle, makes a good move. And he picks up what looks like 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Barnstormers with 8:20 left in this half. And looks for a receiver, overthrows it. And that looked like encroachment to me, but...
Yeah, really, it should have been a flag, and that's on the referee's volition to see if they let the play still go on. But right there, usually it's a flag, and then you throw the ball down there. We do see a yellow flag on the field.
Yeah, I didn't notice that one at first. It was hiding behind a coach, so...
You got it. And right there, when you see that, any form of football, you throw the ball as far as you can, and you catch it and make something happen. It's a free play.
Yeah, if you get the flag and still get to run the play, you just throw it down the field. And run, makes some good moves, picks up the 1st down, and then some, is taken out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
This running game by the Barnstormers is impressive. It's a 2-back system, and they're doing what they need to do.
Yeah, Dupree Alley has definitely been one of the lead running backs for this team tonight. Usually it's all Morrison, but Dupree Alley is making a name for himself.
Great 1-2 punch.
Quarterback going to run it. We're going to look at that replay.
I like the fact that they always finish the run and they never go down, even on the sidelines. You know, it's a mentality and a pride thing. I'm not going down on the sidelines or on the field.
And that's going to bring up 2nd down on the 50-yard line. And quarterback's going to and he catches it. And he showboats his way into the end zone. What a great pass.
There you go. You got to earn it. Another free play. You throw the ball downfield. You see if your team can make a play. And that wide receiver, he just did it. 1-on-1 coverage at its best. And he catches the ball. That's what you love to see. You love it. Love it. That's great football.
And that is a 50-yard passing touchdown by the Barnstormers as they just, I can't even think of words for what they're doing to this scoreboard right now.
Right now, they're owning the field right now. They're pumped up on the sideline. You love it. Everyone's amped up. Those free plays can eat up a defense.
And getting ready for the extra point. The kick is up and through. It's good. 31-0 already with 6:15 left in this half. Now let's get a replay of that impressive pass down the field on the free play. You see the false start there. The quarterback still takes the snap, throws it up, and the catch is made, and he just showboats his way into the end zone untouched for the 50-yard touchdown.
All right, before the half, you want to have something to show for it. You want to go in halftime with some type of thing to talk about, some momentum right here. It's not too late. As a coach, you have to keep your troops in line, keep them motivated. That's why you're the coach.
Both teams ready to rock and roll. Ball is up, fielded. And a fake toss. Tries to find some space. Hurdles over a defender.
Hurdles.
Move.
He's going. He's going. I love it. I love it. I love it. Way to hurdle the defender. Get some energy out here.
And that's the play the Hornets needed to get the momentum and some confidence. They get it all the way past the 50-yard line and taken down right there at the 41-yard line.
Honestly, can we have the play of the first half be to a team that hasn't scored yet?
I think so. The play of the first half was the one right before that with the 50-yard touchdown on the free play, but that was
definitely
impressive.
Number two.
Definitely number two of the game so far.
I love it. I love it. Number two. Get some energy in your team. Let's see what they do with it. Get pumped up. It's football, people.
That play might very well be a turning point in this game.
Exactly. It's a pendulum game. It can swing either way. Just got to knock it. Oh, what's going on? Are they bringing them back?
And it looks like they're going to get brought back.
Oh, what a way to take it away from the nice highlight.
Man.
The Hornets can't buy anything right now. Just really hurting themselves at every point.
No breaks for the Hornets as they are penalized and taken back. Looks like 20 yards plus.
Ouch.
And they're going to pass.
Oh, nice slant route down the middle. Nice little seam thing right there.
Yeah, that was a great catch there by number 21, Boss Lamon. And he gets the ball out to the 50-yard line.
Looks
and
like
a first down.
Looks like the Hornets are going to air it out. That was a 4 wide receiver set. Looks like they're not abandoning the run game right now, but they need to get points on the board.
And it still looks like there's some arguments down on the field.
And they're bringing them back again. Goodness. The Hornets are their worst opponent right now.
And after a 15-yard gain, they're going to be set back 5 yards from the line of scrimmage.
A 20-yard difference right then and there, hurting themselves.
So the Hornets will go from their own 29-yard line for first down. Passes it up the field, and it's intercepted! Number 31 for the Barnstormers with an incredible grab.
He's got a wall. You got to get in the end zone.
And it's a touchdown, pick 6 for the Barnstormers, and they run up the score yet again. Number 31, Maurice Johnson there on the pickoff.
Great job for the defense to turn to offense, set up that wall, and get their man in the end zone. Desperation calls for desperate measures. The Hornets are looking for that quick fix, and it can't happen like that.
Yeah, it definitely can't happen like that for the Hornets, but for the Barnstormers, they are on top of the world. With 5 minutes and 8 seconds left in this half, the Barnstormers have yet again scored, and again padded their lead to 37-0.
It's unfortunate to see for the Hornets, but right now they're just trying to dig themselves out of the hole. They're looking for that quick home run, but right now they just got to earn it. You got to go slow and steady, like we said earlier. The turtle wins the race.
Yeah, but that was a good idea to make that pass from the quarterback, but he underthrew it. And
tremendously underthrew it. But great for the 31 to locate the ball and then be a ball carrier and get down to the end zone.
That's hard to throw over some of these big cornerbacks of the Barnstormers. Maurice Johnson, he's 6 foot tall. That's pretty tall for a cornerback. And again, they make the PAT, and that score goes up to 38-0, and the Barnstormers are dominating. And let's watch that play again. The ball goes up. He had a receiver open, but underthrew it, and Maurice Johnson will take the blocks into the end zone for the touchdown. Paris, I'm starting to think this game might be getting out of hand early.
Man, I usually, you're always right. I hate to agree with you, but I'm still rooting for the Hornets right now. I want to see them execute something. Every time they have a great play, it's been taken back.
Well, the Barnstormers have already scored 5 touchdowns in this first half, and we still got 5 minutes left.
I'm pretty sure for every first down the Hornets got, the Barnstormers has a touchdown.
And that's not including the field goal they got earlier, too.
Exactly. They have scored on every play. Every series they have scored.
They've even scored on the Hornets series.
Oh, yeah, the big sixes, exactly. Man, oh, man. But, hey, the Hornets, look, right now, this is a teaching opportunity. You got to go out. You got to finish the game.
And they just squib it into the backfield.
Oh.
And number 1 tries to get some space, but is taken down and takes the big hit right past the 20-yard line. And then there's a little bit of a scuffle here.
26 was... not playing smart right now. Your team's down, and you're doing stupid plays right now. You hit your man. You hit the other team in the back. I don't like it. Unsportsmanlike is not good.
Especially when you're down. Don't be pulling those unsportsmanlike conducts. Be professional. And he definitely deserved the flag. And it's going to get moved back for sure.
Not only are you showing your frustration, letting the Barnstormers know that they're owning you right now, but you're bringing your team back. Selfish play on number 26 right there. Very selfish.
So instead of that ball being out to the 21-yard line for this drive, it's going to get marked back all the way to the 11-yard line. And they're going to have another big deficit to overcome after that penalty. And at the beginning of this game, I started to count penalties on my stat sheet here, but I lost count. I couldn't keep track of them anymore.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that yellow flag has been going out a lot against the Hornets right now.
So the offense will come out onto the field for 1st and 10 on their own 11-yard line with 4:45 left in the half. And they run it on the draw play up the middle. Picks up about 4 there on the play, and they're going to mark him down at the 15-yard line.
Right here, I know the score is 38-0. There's 4 minutes and some change left. I want to see the Hornets use up all the clock and come away with 7 points. That's what you want to see right now. It's not about the home run. It's not about quick. Go to march down the field, put some points on the board, so you can go into halftime with some motivation.
Yeah, they need to start putting in a call to Tom Brady, the comeback king, to help him out now. And that looked like a little bit of contact there by the defensive back. I would have called that pass interference, but no.
Yeah, it looked like the DB tried to go through the back of the wide receiver, but the refs are going to let that one go.
That would have been one break I would have given to the Hornets as a referee, but what you going to do? So that's going to stop the clock at just under 4 minutes and bring up third down and 6. This is a must-convert situation because if they punt from here, that's going to give the Barnstormers an incredible opportunity to take it into good field position and even get a score.
Oh, there we go. There you go. You want to finish off the runs. Always finish your runs. I like the way number 1 lowered his shoulder. Let the defense know I'm still playing. That's Larry Gasaway Jr., boys and girls.
Yeah, that was a great play by him. Getting the spin move right after the hitch and picking up the first down to keep this clock going and the ball moving down the field. So the Hornets will get first down and 10 on their own 35-yard line. After that big pickup by number 1. Quarterback trying to find some space, and he is taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe even behind it for a sack, depending on where they mark this ball.
Yeah, right now the Hornets can't get overzealous. They had a great play to number 1, Larry Gasaway Jr., and you don't want to keep living on that. Keep marching downfield, like I said earlier. Put some points on the board.
So after that play is going to bring up second down and 10, and the clock is continuing to roll down. Gets the screen pass, and it falls incomplete. Intended receiver is number 9, it looks like. That is DeAndre Turner.
We haven't seen DeAndre Turner since a little bit earlier in the second quarter. He was converting all those third downs, and they started to go away from him for some reason.
So an incompletion on the play, and that's going to bring up third down. And if you look on the Barnstormer sideline, which I know, ladies and gentlemen, you probably can't see, but number 13, Sterling Montgomery, is warming up on the sideline for the Barnstormers, who has been their quarterback throughout the year so far, and he definitely has an arm on him. So I'm hoping to see that he comes back in this. He comes into this game in the second half, because we'll see a totally different Barnstormers team that way.
Yeah, exactly, because we have been seeing 14. I believe they're getting 13 warmed up so he can get some practice work in, because you always want to have both of your quarterbacks ready to go at any point in time in case one does go down, a la Drew Bledsoe and Tom Brady. Always have a plan and a backup plan. And Barnstormers with the kick return formation with the 2 backs there. In case of directional kicking by the Solano Hornets.
Man, with 2:11 left in the half, the Barnstormers could potentially put more points up on the board to end the half, which, as if you were a Hornets fan, that would not be a pretty picture.
And there goes another shot in the foot. They're running out of foot right now as much as they've been shooting themselves.
Yeah, they're going to have to start picking up someone else's foot, because I don't think they have enough feet on that team.
Exactly. My goodness. The Hornets cannot catch a break right now.
So they're backed up another 5 yards on the false start. And at least to them, the clock is moving still, so...
Exactly. Let's see if number 23, Kitty Strickland, can make something happen right here.
Bounces.
Breaks
through 3 players. And gets a block on the sideline and is taken down past the 45-yard line. Just clipped in that leg. And as good of a run that was, that might have hurt.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm not going to lie. At first, I thought he was going to call fair catch with 3 defenders coming down on him, but Kenny Strickland Jr. decides, hey, I got this. I'm going to catch the ball, slice through them, run down the sideline, get some more yards.
Yeah, that was a gutsy run there by him. Most people would have called the fair catch with 3 defenders in your face. And let's take a quick look at that play yet again. Takes a big bounce, and there's 3 defenders right there, and he just finds the hole. And runs down the sidelines and attempts the hurdle, but is clipped in the leg and taken down. But not before an impressive return by him. With 1:36 left in the half, and the Barnstormers with the ball in Hornets territory. At this point, we might be looking at another score on the board.
Definitely. Let's see how the Barnstormers play. Let's see if they just want to go into the half with everyone great and healthy with a few run plays, or let's see if they go for the score and put a little bit more of a beating on the Hornets, so to speak.
Yeah, knowing the Barnstormers, they do like to put a lot of padding on that scoreboard. So I'm expecting them to try to air it out even a little bit on this drive.
You know, the last team I remember with red in their uniforms that like to put up a lot of points was USC, or the Pete Carroll days. They love to run up the score.
And now he's doing that at the Seahawks.
Exactly. So just translate. Let's see what they do here, though. Oh.
And it is patted down. Good defensive play there by, looks like to be number 24, or is that 84 of the Hornets?
That's definitely 24 Marcel Dunn right there, I believe, with the defense. The first thing you learn about on the D-line is get your hands up if you can't get to the quarterback. Get in those passing, throwing lanes right there and knock the ball down.
So after that incomplete pass, bringing up 2nd down and 10, they're going to drop back to pass it, and he drops it, and that's a fumble, but he's able to recover it at the 50-yard line, and this Barnstormers machine looks like it's missing a piston or two.
Exactly, and I'm glad you caught that, because I was going to let you know right there, you got to fall on the ball in that instance. That was behind the line of scrimmage. That was a live ball. Great awareness by the Barnstormers. Great awareness by the Hornets to try to get on top of that.
They actually are going to call that incomplete, though. But it looked like to be behind. So, an incompletion, I guess. So, 3rd down and 10. Makes the catch. Past the 1st down marker.
Great job securing the catch right there. Drop it down to one knee, making sure you look the ball in and complete the catch.
So the Barnstormers again move the chain, and the clock keeps moving as well. And they're going to air it out.
Oh, a little shake and bake.
Get them on the comeback, but the flag comes out on the near side of the field near the 30-yard line. But the ref looks like he's going to call it on the defense.
For a defense, that's hard. It's hard to do when a quarterback's out there creating and giving extra time to his offense, to his wide receivers. It puts the defense in a stranglehold because you can only hold your man for so long. Oh, a legal man downfield, so that pass won't be counting.
And the Barnstormers get pushed back 5 yards. So 1st down and 15. And the clock still's rolling. Screen pass. It's taken down. And they called a timeout. And number 4 is still down on the field. And we might be looking at another injury timeout. So in the meantime, here at Coach's Aid, we're going to take a quick break and come back to you with some more information.
Yes! 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 We did it! Yes, we did! Yeah, see you, bud. Later.
Honey, who was that?
Who, that guy? I don't know.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
And we're back here at CoachesAid.com. Last time we were here on the field was we had a player down, number 4 for the Barnstormers. That is Nicholas Breland, and he is taken off the field and is sitting down on the bench.
Good to see him be able to walk off on his own.
We got a pass, and it is tipped but not caught. And that'll stop the clock with 8 seconds left.
Not that we know if that was going to be a touchdown or not for the Hornets, but you want to get that pick and see what you can do with it. So once again, something to build on going to halftime. Got to have those building blocks.
Yeah, they were going to pick there. At least they'd had some sort of momentum and confidence coming into the second half, but it's dropped, and it gives the Barnstormers 1 or 2 more chances to get into the end zone.
Yeah, got to capitalize on those missed opportunities.
That's the pass off.
Oh, a little shake and bake on the sideline.
And he does not make his way into the end zone, and that will end the first half, excuse me. And so we'll take a break and come back right before the end of halftime for our halftime show. You've been watching CoachesAid.com. I'm Jordan Burns here with Paris Maxey. Stay tuned for more on CoachesAid.com, home of the Amateur Sports Broadcasting Network, ASBN. And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, at Yerba Buena High School in San Jose, California, where the Central Coast Barnstormers go against the Solano Hornets. And let's get a quick recap. So the Barnstormers have been on top this entire game. They are up 38-0 to the Hornets. Hornets have shown glimpses of excellence, but a lot of it has been them just shooting themselves in the foot. So Paris, do you have anything else you want to add to that?
No, you got it down packed. We've seen glimpses, but the Barnstormers have shown a dominance over the game. I know we were talking earlier, play of the first half has to go to the quarterback for the Barnstormers, Corey Murphy, for that throw on the free play. A 50-yard pitch and catch, easy touchdown. But honorable mention, by far, number 1, Larry Gassaway Jr. with the kickoff return and the hurdle over the man.
Yeah, the problem with that play, though, was that it got taken back after some penalties. And, again, that was just another terrible example of the Hornets shooting themselves in the foot in this game. And we were sitting here in the press box. We were really excited. We were like, yes, the Hornets are finally coming back. They did something cool. And then the next thing we knew, we were like, wait, why is the chains all the way back there? And it turned out there was some sort of huge personal foul penalty. They got taken back like 20 yards, and it was crazy and really disappointing. And then they ended up obviously not scoring on that drive, and it was all just very sad for the Hornets. And I think actually that was the drive that the Barnstormers actually got a pick 6.
Exactly, yeah, by 31 on their team. Yeah, knock the wind out of their sails right there. Taking away the great hurdle play, and then throwing the pick and getting the pick 6. Yeah,
at this point, the Hornet cells kind of looks like one of those like climbing nets, just a bunch of holes in it.
Oh yeah, exactly. Leaking water right now. But right here, it's half. I'm sure the coach had a great pep talk with his team. Tell them, hey, don't look at the score, don't look at the time, execute one play at a time. Right here. And it all starts with special teams. We're going to see if the players listen right here.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing I've noticed for this Barnstormers on the defensive side has been this addition of Kenneth Hightower. I mean, he's just been up the middle for those runs. He's stopped every run up the middle. This Hornets team has not been able to pick up anything on the ground really this entire game.
A massive man who is taking 2 to 3 blocks. He's eating up the offensive line and letting his linebackers get to the quarterback, which is causing disruption on the Hornets offensive line.
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly what it is. And I remember him last year when I watched him. They had 2 people like the same size. One was 6'9", one was 6'8". I can't remember what the other guy's name was, but Hightower was one of them. And you see on that return, the Hornets have already started off to a bad start when they get taken down inside the 20-yard line, and for this opening half drive. So
right now, the Hornets, the Barnstormers are amped up. Kickoff return, leveling the blocker, getting to the kickoff returner.
Yeah, you can hear the excitement down on the field from where we are now. And Barnstormers they just have so much energy. And the Hornets, they have energy, but it's negative energy. You can hear it. They're beating themselves up for this game so far, but they're getting angry, and they're not playing smart anymore.
Yeah, they're looking down on themselves. You know, all these personal fouls, frustration showing, it just lets you know that right now their head's not in the game.
Yeah, their head does not seem to be in the game whatsoever as they start this half out on their own 18-yard line, 1st and 10, and they hand it up off the middle, and he tries to cut his way back, and he's taken down in the backfield.
The Barnstormers are daring the Hornets to throw the ball. That was an all-out blitz, leaving your cornerbacks on islands, and they ate up that run play.
Yeah, that was definitely not a great play by the Hornets. It would have been much better if they tried to go for the quick pass and they had no one there in the middle of the field, but I mean, it's just the way the play calls go. And
Exactly. The play calling right now has been up and down for the Hornets. There have been some great plays and some bad plays.
Yeah, we've definitely seen that. The Hornets, the greatest plays that they've had in the first half were passing plays, and if I was the coach for the Hornets, that's what I'd be telling my team is, you know, let's try for the pass. That's all we really have left. And they go for the run again on the toss.
Oh, but he got a speedster out there.
They do find some space and pick up a good gain of about 10, and another flag comes out onto the field, and that could be a huge penalty coming out in the beginning of this half.
You don't want to see this ball go back right now if you're on the Hornets sideline.
Yeah, if this is on the Hornets, that's going to be a big penalty. And as we suspected, it is on the Hornets, and they will be moved back.
For every great play, we might as well just look for that yellow laundry in the field, because every time it's a great play, there's a flag on it.
That has been this game for the Hornets so far. It's just been penalty. It's been good play, then penalty. Good play, penalty. And they haven't been able to make their way down the field really at all this game. Only getting into Barnstormers territory maybe once. And we already see now back-to-back penalties. And this one might be going towards the Barnstormers, though.
Yeah, definitely. Finally, the Hornets are doing something different, switching up the count, keeping the defense off balance. If you keep hiking every time you get to the offensive line, the defense is going to recognize that and start blowing up the offensive linemen.
And it is intercepted and taken for the touchdown, number 2 for the Barnstormers. That is Napoleon Johnson the 4th.
That was and there was a flag on that play, but it was after the touchdown was scored. A late hit by the Barnstormers right there, depleting the wide receiver, trying to get the ball carrier on the defense. Some miscommunication looked like between the wide receiver and quarterback right there.
Not sure if they're going to call that a touchdown after the penalty. On the board it says touchdown. On the field it might say otherwise. Nope, they're definitely calling a touchdown. That is the PAT team out. So,
yeah, that penalty right there is going to be added to the kickoff for that late hit by the Barnstormers.
So early on in this half, after the pick 6, it brings the score to 44-0 for the Barnstormers. And we are awaiting the extra point to make it 45. And a flag is thrown on the field. And that's going to be against the Hornets. No surprise there.
No surprise at all. Right now, if I was the Hornets, just to be just a little bit petty, I'll be trying to break the streak of the kicker right now on his 100% on the year. If you can't win something, win that. Show me some effort on somewhere in this game, special teams or defense.
And the kick is up, and it is good, bringing the score to 45-0 with just 12 minutes left in the third. It only took, what, 3 minutes for the Barnstormers to score, and it was on defense.
Yep, scoring on both sides of the ball right now, offense and defense. Everyone's getting a chance. I think the only part of their team that hasn't scored yet is special teams.
Yeah, and that might be something we could see very shortly in this game.
Yeah, clearly, because there is still a lot of time for this in the second half. Let's see if the coach from the Hornets can find some players out there that want to play, that don't want to commit penalties, that still want to show some effort right now. Once again, this is a learning experience for the Hornets. You want to go out there and still execute.
And I feel like every time we've had a game where it's against the Barnstormers, we've ended up having to say for the opposing team, this is just a learning experience for them. And that's an incredible statement. If you make that statement week after week, what does that say about the Barnstormers?
Well, they're a well-coached team, and they're executing on all facets right now. They have a great offense with a great running game and periodically throwing the ball, and their defense is proven to stop whatever offense that's coming up. So kudos to the coaches, kudos to the team for practicing hard and being a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, but it's crazy to say for the last 4 games, which is all of the games this season, that the Barnstormers have basically been just a learning thing. Let's see, okay, we're going to play the Barnstormers. We're really going to find out what we need to work on. And that's incredible that you're such a well-balanced team that it does that to another team.
Well, exactly. And on the year, they have scored over 100 points and limited to opposing teams to only 32 points. So we know they can play defense, and we know they can put up points, and that's why they're 3-0 this year.
And after the squib, they're going to return it. And he takes the big hit right to the hip by number 30. And there probably is some talk there on the field.
A lot of chatter by the Barnstormers sideline, amped up, getting under the skin of some of the Hornets, but you can't let that do it. You got to do your talking on the field.
Yeah, and I mean, the Barnstormers have definitely done their talking on the field. You see the scoreboard, but the sideline is a little bit mouthy. But it's one of those things we can't hear from here. What caused it first? Was it the Hornets that said something first that caused a reaction, or was it just straight Barnstormers just coming onto this guy? We can't tell from here. We can only hear one side of it.
Exactly, but whether or not they started or not, you want to show sportsmanship on and off the field. Act like you've been there before.
Yes, exactly. So the Hornets will have the ball now on their own 45-yard line. Hand off up the middle, and is taken down after a gain of maybe 1 on the play. Second down and 9 coming up. Takes the snap, throws it, incomplete.
Oh, a little extracurriculars. Let's see what they call it on.
And that looked like 56 just came in there with a punch.
Yeah, you can't do this. Let's not turn this game into unnecessary antics right now.
Yeah, it's football. I mean, And you see this is it's also a job too. You know, you take this as much fun as a game. You should be taking this as you're going to work. And if you're losing a deal, if you're in business and you're losing a deal to someone else, you're not going to go into a fist fight over it.
Exactly. It's professionalism on all facets of the game. Like you said, it's a job. You're here to do your job. You wouldn't do this in a business setting. Why would you do this on the field? You play within the whistles and within the white lines.
Exactly. And that's one of the things that they stress a lot in the NFL, because these guys are getting paid millions of dollars to play a game that that they've been doing since they were little kids. And I mean, at this point, your jersey, it might as well be a suit and tie.
Agreed. You got to go out there, represent for your team. That name on your chest or back is a representation of yourself. Either it's your last name or it's your team name. You got to represent with professionalism.
Exactly. So 3rd down and 10 for the Hornets. Takes the snap, throws it down the field, overthrown, incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down for the Hornets if there is no flag on the field, which I don't see one.
Yeah, you got to air the ball out. Get it on the sideline portion. So it's the wide receiver in the sideline. You can't have it on the inside on the field where both defenders are at.
Yeah, that was a risky pass, but luckily for the Hornets, it did fall incomplete, so they'll have 4th down and get a chance to punt this one and play the field goal battle here in this late in the game. So with 7:45 left in the 3rd.
Now, last time we saw number 23 return the kick, even with defenders breathing down his neck. I'm sure the Hornets are aware of that this time, and they're going to go down and make sure they tackle.
That is a high punt, and it is fielded by
Strickland. Oh, fumble! It's a fumble.
But it's recovered by the Barnstormers, and they get to keep possession, but not without some sort of downplay from that. And they're going to take that ball on the 19-yard line.
I'm telling you that the Hornets could have used that along with a lot of other plays lately today. They're getting closer and closer to capitalizing, but still unable to. Let's see who on the Hornets is gonna make a play right now. It's an individual portion of the game right now. Someone has to make a play. Someone has to do something. Who's gonna step up?
Yeah, the Hornets definitely going to have to make a name for themselves on defense right now, because obviously their offense has been struggling this game. So it's going to be a test for their defense against this Barnstormers offense that has not let up whatsoever. And it looks like they have a new quarterback in for this half, number 12, Jeffrey Williams.
Oh, that's a big hit.
And that's that name that the defense was trying to make.
Yeah, Hornets showing some life finally. Someone got the shock pads, hit him in the chest. Finally got them moving. Let's see if they can continue this.
Up the middle. And a gain of 2 there on the play. Third down and 10 for the Barnstormers. Takes the snap. Looks for an open receiver. Throws it incomplete. Intended receiver on the play with number 7, Dwayne Eason.
Jeffrey Williams right there missed the open man closest to us right there. But that comes through repetition and game time operations. It's unfortunate, but hey, Solano Hornets proving that they can play a series and stop the second team of the Barnstormers.
And for the first time in this game, the Barnstormers are coming out with the punt team.
The rare appearance of the punter. We thought we might not ever see him today.
And we were watching him during halftime warming up, and he's definitely got a leg on him.
Yeah, some booming punts, high punts to let your team get down there and make the tackle.
And there's the punt.
Oh!
And he tries to pass it off, and he fumbles it.
Oh, it's going to be a scrum. Let's see what happens.
And let's see who's going to get it. The referee even falls down, but the Barnstormers did come away with it. Let's see where they mark it down, and they are giving it to the Barnstormers.
Yeah, once again, unfortunate play by number 1, Larry Gasaway Jr. trying to make something happen, knowing his team is desperate, but you can't do that. Can't toss the ball back. Got to just take that tackle.
And that fumble recovery was by number 30, Tony Watson of the Barnstormers.
Yeah. And those scrums in there, I talked to many football players. They say, hey, in there, anything goes. Get the ball back, close your eyes, and hold on to it as long as possible. Right there, the Barnstormers just wanted it a little bit more than the Hornets.
And that's a big play by the Barnstormers. And then we were talking about, we've seen a lot of impressive plays for this Barnstormers team, but we just haven't really seen anything impressive on special teams. And they've come out with their first punt of the game, and we see an incredible play.
Yeah, first punt of the game, and they get the ball back. It doesn't get any better than that.
So they go back from deep into their own territory to cross the 50-yard line with one play. And they hand it off the middle to number 1, and he finds some space, makes a move, and gets the first down, and is taken down at the 30-yard line. And that moved the chains as the Barnstormers do like they do and encroach onto that end zone.
Yeah, right there. Dupree Ailey just running through the defense, slicing through, and getting the first down by himself.
First down and 10 on the 30-yard line with 1:40 left in the third. Dupree Ailey takes it again. And man, that guy has some legs on him. As
sure
he
does.
Picks up about 9, just short of the first down marker.
You know, he's running down the right side, and they can't stop it right now. I say, hey, keep getting the ball. Let him get to the end zone. Know our play, and then see if you can stop it.
So that was the timeout called by the Hornets. And with that, we're going to take a timeout with them. You're watching CoachesAid.com, home of the Amateur Sports Broadcasting Network. And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, at Yerba Buena High School as the third quarter rolls down in this game with the Barnstormers versus the Hornets. Barnstormers are up 45-0 with the ball. And they're going to hand it up the middle. And he finds some space, breaks a tackle, and is taken down in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mighty Mouse himself. That guy looked like Darren Sproles out there getting through. Just running and juking, little legs. Agility, agility, agility.
What is that boy's number? I couldn't see it. He was moving so fast.
Oh, yeah, that guy, it was a lightning bolt out there. And I'm sure you and the Hornets couldn't see him because he scored that touchdown almost untouched.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to tell you who scored that touchdown, but I couldn't see it. But apparently it was number 3, Amari Carr, who this is his second touchdown of the game. He caught a touchdown earlier in this game. So he's definitely been on fire today. And that's 51-0. That score brings this one up to. And awaiting the extra point try. And it's good, so add one, make that 52-0 for the Barnstormers.
You know what, Jordan? I have to look at the stat book right now, but I believe this might be the highest scoring game of the season so far.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at that scoring play again. See number 3, Amari Carr, takes the handoff, makes a move, and you just see the speed as he just tumbles into the end zone for the touchdown. Man, oh man, the Barnstormers aren't letting up whatsoever.
We've got 3 touchdowns. We've got 2 passing and 1 rushing. 25-52 and then this.
Correction on that. Amari Carr has 3 touchdowns, 2 receiving, so I guess Amari Carr was our mystery receiver on that 50-yard touchdown. So I think we found our new player of the game.
Yeah, definitely. He's shown that he can catch and run the ball, and that will always get you on the field if you can do both. I believe, was that a?
I'm really confused with what just happened there on that play.
I believe that was an onside kickoff right there.
Man, an onside kick at this time in the game when you're up 52? That's a little unsportsmanlike.
Well, definitely, but I believe it's going down to there's been some issues on both sides of the field where the players are getting into it, and then the coaches seem to be on the players' side and trying to get their players amped up by doing little things like that. But on a personal sportsman-like level, I don't like to see it. The score is 52-0. Just play the game at this point in time and get it over and done with.
After the game, I'll give you guys the history on that outside kick.
Alrighty, so we just had a conversation with someone in the press box that knew what that onside kick was all about. Apparently it was
Yeah, a little bit of a history lesson right there.
Yeah.
4 years ago, the score was reversed, where it was 42-0 with Solano being up, and they onside kicked it, claimed that they didn't. And then videotape was taking place of them doing it again. And so this is a little bit payback. Hey, you know, forgive but not forgot.
Yeah, so definitely some history between these two teams. Seems like they're kind of rivals then.
Yeah, definitely. And that always proves to be a good game. Unfortunately, right now, the Barnstormers came out remembering what happened, and Solano Hornets like they forgot.
And that was all the way back when they were the Solano Chiefs, too. So a long history in this league. And that, in the fact, is the end of the third quarter. And the teams will be switching sides as the last 15 minutes are about to go on. You're watching CoachesAid.com, home of the Amateur Sports Broadcasting Network, ASBN. We're back here, ladies and gentlemen, at Yerba Buena High School, where we have just started the fourth quarter.
The Hornets got one more quarter to show some promise right here. You got to put some points on the board.
Just to recap, the Barnstormers have been dominating this game so far, with the score being 52-0, and the Hornets having much difficulty getting back into this game.
Oh, the thing is setting up.
What is Goggins doing?
No, I mean, it might be.
Where you at?
Not a line, it might be the same.
Other side.
And a run,
Yell Goggins. Yell to Goggins.
and the Hornets are saying first down. We'll see what the refs do. It looks like it's going to be first, but there's an injured player on the field needing to be taken off. That is number 33 from the Barnstormers, Jason Walker.
All right, let's see if the Hornets can put some points on the board. They have great field position. Let's see if they throw it to the wide receiver with a good pass.
Yeah, they're definitely in position now to score.
But we've been here before with the Hornets.
It's going on. It's going on.
And up the
Nice
middle,
stiff arm.
to try to find some space. And he is tackled down after a pickup of about 2 on the play.
He's here at the school. I got the wrong number. Yeah. Sorry about that.
After that gain of 2 on the play, bringing up second down and 8 for the Hornets. And the clock continues to roll down. 12:20 left in this game. And the Hornets are still scoreless.
Look for the pass here. I know we had a run play in the beginning, but this is where number 9 and number 1 are going to be the go-to guys.
Tell the center to come to the to where the box is to set off the alarm.
Stacking the box. Let's see, throw the ball right here. See it.
Takes the snap, tries to find some space. And it is nearly intercepted by the Barnstormers, but a ball falls incomplete.
Yeah, great pursuit by number 6, Brandon Gooch on the defense. You know, making the quarterback get out of the pocket, be uncomfortable, and throw that ball off balance.
Third down now after that incompletion.
Oh.
And there's a toss after the fullback fake.
Oh, he's got
And
some
he
room.
picks up the first down.
You go a little bit of action. Great blocking by the wide receiver. Nice pitch. I like the fake fullback dive, halfback pitch.
And that picks up the first down. And they get the ball off the 20-yard line. First and 10 for the Hornets in the red zone.
Right. Getting a little bit of action, some momentum by the Hornets.
Takes the snap, throws it
Oh,
up,
he's by
wide
himself.
open,
Oh,
and he catches it.
finally. Oh,
And-
but wait, any penalties? Any penalties?
I don't see any on the field, so I'm going to say that's a touchdown.
I don't know how he got so wide open, but thank goodness he caught the ball. Way to look the ball into his hands.
And he almost dropped that one too, but good catch there by Billy Galbraith III as they put the first points on the board for the Hornets.
Some minor celebration. You know what? You're down. I get it. You're amped. You finally got something, but it's okay. Better late than never, they say.
Yeah, better late than never. So at least they're not going to walk out of this one scoreless.
Yeah, exactly.
So after that touchdown, the score right now is 52-6 with 9:51 left in the game as we await the extra point try by the Hornets.
I know our scoreboard operator might have been confused because he actually had to press the button on the other side today because the other team finally scored.
Got to wipe the cobwebs off that side of the scoreboard.
True that.
And they're going to go for a 2-point conversion with their offense staying out on the field.
With the quarterback sneak.
Quarterback sneak, and I don't see any hands up.
No indication yet, but I believe that was good.
Yeah, it looked like from where we are that I was good, but down on the field, maybe he was short. It's hard to tell. The score on the board says it was good, but personally I didn't see any hands up, so it's hard to tell. But let's get a replay of that. This is the touchdown to the wide open number 6. So Paris, Hornets, scoreboard, finally.
Finally, right? Exactly. And we're going to see another rare occasion. We're going to see the first kickoff of the Hornets since the first kickoff of the game.
Yeah, this is a strange occurrence.
Yeah.
Don't even know if the Barnstormers remember what a kick return looked like.
Well, you know, it's always good to do something outside of practice finally.
And they're going to obviously set up for the onside kick, wanting to get the ball back. A lot of confusion on the field. And they attempt the onside kick, and it is recovered by the Barnstormers, and he's going to run with it.
Oh, he's met.
And he powers his way to the 40-yard line of the Hornets. And, of course, the yellow marker comes out onto the field.
Again, you want to end the game on a nice, clean game. This is unnecessary stuff.
Yeah,
Get back to the
lot of-
sidelines. Act right. Right now, the Hornets out there trying to control their own man. Number 0, James Medicino. Never what you want to see. Stay under control. Keep your emotions checked. Play the game right.
Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed about how many fights we've seen this game, and
Well, yeah, like we
the
heard
immatureness.
earlier.
These are adults that we're watching play a game. Like it's understandable if this is a high school, even a college game where it's getting a little out of control, and the emotions are running high, but you're a grown man. I mean, things like this shouldn't be bothering you that much.
Exactly. But like we learned earlier today, there's a history. There's bad blood. Rivalries, we understand, but you don't want to take it too far, like you already stated. We're all adults here, but sometimes this emotion, this game we love, gets the best of us.
Yeah, it certainly does, and that's something that this team might have to figure out. But looks like the penalty was on the Hornets, so the Barnstormers get a big bump in yardage as they give it to running back number 20, Derek Morrison. And he picks up about 3 on the play, it looks like, maybe 2.
I'm telling you right now, if the Hornets showed as much emotion as they show after the whistle, before the whistle, this game might be a different score.
Yeah, but the problem with the emotion that they're showing on the field during the play is it's bad emotion, and it's just clouding their judgment. You see it again. Yeah, and looks like number 7 from the Hornets, that is Chris Fambro, is going to get ejected as he kicks his helmet off the field in a huff. Man, there is just a lot of commotion on the field.
They might be calling the game right now because this is getting out of hand. It's no longer football.
Yeah, they might be calling this one. I think we should jump to commercial really fast and figure out what's going on. Or, yeah, they called the game, it looks like. This is something I haven't seen in this league ever.
But you know what? This is a great job by the refs, understanding the game's out of hand. The score, you know, they're not going to catch up at this point in time. Call the game. Let everyone move on because at this point it's no longer football. It's UFC.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big learning thing for everyone in this league and everyone that watches football, that don't let the emotions get the best of you because it's going to give you we've said a lot of things about the Hornets. We're trying to stay positive about them this whole game, but the fact that they had to lose their temper this much to make the game go, and they called the game, this is something that coaches is definitely going to have to work on coming into next week. And this is pretty much they're making an example out of this team. So a good call by the refs.
Yeah, one bad apple can ruin the bunch, but let's not get me wrong. There's a lot of great sportsmanship being showed by the Solano Hornets. There's a lot of players out there doing the right thing, playing the game right. It's just unfortunate a few of them can't handle this type of game.
So we just got the stats for the game.
Eli Dupree, number 1, 9 rushes, 100, and a touchdown. Number 20.
We have here, Paris. You want to read this one off?
Yeah. So right now we got the stats for Eli Dupree with 100 yards after 9 rushes and 1 touchdown. And then we have Derek Morris with 34 yards. Our main touchdown people right now is number 1, Dupree Ely with 1. And then we have Adam Ramos with another 1. And then we also have Amari Carr with another 1 rushing and 2 catching.
Yeah, and these stats definitely show all points to Amari Carr being the player of the game with 3 touchdowns. 2 in the air and 1 on the ground. So we're going to take a break, go grab Amari Carr for our post-game interviews. So you've been watching CoachesAid.com, home of the Amateur Sports Broadcasting Network, ASBN. Stay tuned for more here at Yerba Buena High School.
Hi, and we're back here at the game. My name is Paris Max, and I'm here with the player of the game, Amari Carr himself. 3 touchdowns, 2 catching, 1 running. Tell me about your day.
It was a great game. I just got to give it up to my line, my coaching staff, the players around me. They're all supportive to make me do great.
Now, we know there's a bit of bad blood. There was some extracurricular activities. Can you enlighten us what was going on the field since we weren't there with you?
I mean, we were just playing our A game, and then, the other team, they get mad, and we just got to keep our cool sometimes and just play our A game. That's all.
Now
play football.
Now tell me, how did you feel about the little onside kick earlier in the game? How did you guys feel on the sideline about that? You guys are doing your thing, but
We prepare for anything, anybody. As long as we play our A game, it's always gonna be that same score, or something around it.
Okay. Now tell me, your next game is against Marin Pride. You guys are now 4-0, top of the league right here. What's next? What are you guys gonna do?
We just gotta take one game at a time. We're waiting for that ASAP rogue though, but we just gotta take one game at a time every week.
All right, great. Once again, we're here with Amari Carr, player of the game, 3 touchdowns, 2 catching, 1 rushing. I'm Paris Maxey. We had Jordan Burns earlier today, and this is CoachesAid.com, home of ASBN.